Hey y'all, this is Rochelle and welcome back to my channel, Rochelle's Plans. Today y'all, we're going to be doing a budget with me for this week's paycheck budget. So I'm going to be budgeting my husband's paycheck. He only gets paid once a month. And then I'm going to show you all my budget for my paycheck. So if this is something that you're interested in and that you'd like to see the breakdown, keep watching. Okay, y'all, so let's turn to this week's. Okay. All right, y'all, so how's everyone doing? I hope you all are doing fantastic. It is Friday, and it's early in the morning. It's about 7:30, but y'all, I've been up budgeting. Well, I did his paycheck already, but I've been up looking at bills and trying to move money around and check on this and check on that. And let me just show y'all, budgeting is not pretty. So these are all my scrap papers that I have. You know, trying to figure out where to move things. You know, it's just, I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah, so this is what all goes into budgeting, y'all. It is not pretty. I make it pretty for y'all when I put it on my pay bill tracker. Okay, so let's take out, let me just take out this one for my husband. And I'm going to explain to y'all how we do this. Okay, so my husband gets paid on the 15th of every month. If the 15th falls on a weekend, he'll get paid that Friday. If it's on a holiday, he'll get paid, you know, depending on where the holiday falls, he may get paid that Friday or that Monday. All right, and so I had actually budgeted for $4,000 for my husband. It was actually, well, his actual paycheck was $4,977.31. But what was deposited into our account was $4,177.31. Now, you see where I have here the minus 400, minus 200, and minus 200. So this is for, this minus 400 goes into his personal checking bank account, whatever you want to call it, savings account. Okay, so that's for him for the month. He does whatever he wants to do with that money, since he really doesn't touch the joint account. I know I said last time, or in a previous video, about getting your husbands on board or let me know this and that, whatever. But y'all, he's really good. He really doesn't touch the joint. Sometimes he may go to get gas, but that's like at the very last minute or last moment, if he's, you know, depleted his funds from his account. But really, other than that, like, the joint is all mine. Like, his check goes in there, my checks go in there, and I have privy to do basically pretty much whatever I want to do with this money. Let me just pull this down some. With this money, okay? So the $400 is for him. Now, he does have 2 credit cards, okay? So he'll pay his credit card balances. He and my son are together a lot of the times, just like me and my daughter are together most times with cheer. He's with my son a lot of the times for basketball, okay? So he may stop and buy some food for them or something like that. What is wrong with my pen, y'all? Man, I don't even know. Okay, so he may, you know, he'll do that. Also, you know, if he stops and, because we're on the go a lot, if he stops to get, you know, food, he doesn't just necessarily buy food for himself. He buys food for all of us. And I mean, it's fast food, but nonetheless, he's using his money, right? Okay, so then that's where it comes in. He may say, hey, can I use the card or what's in the joint, so that way we won't go over, be in the red. Okay, so then the $200 is transferred from the joint account to one of our mutual funds. Okay, so we have it with Primerica, and so it goes straight from the checking account to our Primerica account. All right, then this other $200 goes to the credit union. Now, this comes out automatically. We don't see this. I just know that this is deducted from his paycheck. So that's what I wanted to explain to y'all. I hope that made sense and you guys were able to follow it. Okay, so that's where we are with his check. So now, first things first, out of his check, out of the $41.77.31, off top, I budgeted for tithes and offering. So, y'all, we do it, we pay it, we feel that, you know, we're obligated to and being obedient to give back what's rightfully due to God for allowing us to be able to have a steady income and have a job. So we give back our 10% plus an offering. So 10% of the $41.77.31 was for $417 and some change, right? So I just rounded it up to $420 with a $3 offering. Okay, so we do tithes and offering. We're not actively going to church right now. We watch online, and I submit or pay our tithes and offering online each pay period. Okay, so if y'all know, last week I said I wasn't sure if I was going to do rent out of his check or just take it and divide it by 4. Y'all, I just bit the bullet and paid it. So I just paid the $1,800. Our rent is $1,805. I know, y'all, that's a mortgage. Don't come for me in the comments. I know that is a mortgage. However, we're assessing where we want to buy. I mean, this is not our first time. We were homeowners back when we were in Arkansas, and my job moved us here. We had our house up for sale. That turned into, y'all, this guy was a squatter. He just, I don't know, he was sabotaging our home showings and all of that. And y'all, and then life happened, other things happened, which didn't make that process any better, you know, trying to buy and everything like that. So we ended up doing a short sale, which that should be off of our credit. I think it's maybe 3 to 7 years. I think it's not as bad as a bankruptcy, but it doesn't look good on your credit. The guy finally moved out, but we ended up having to do a short sale. And with that house being under our debt to income ratio, it was just too much. We couldn't buy. And so we opted, okay, well, we stayed in an apartment for, I think, 2 years moving here to Texas. But y'all, that apartment living is not for us. We are a family of 5, and at the time my son was like 3 or 4, and it was just not the greatest. So yes, we are renting a 4-bedroom 2-bath for $1,805. And I do know that one of my friends lives in a 3,600 square foot house paying the same mortgage as we pay in rent. But we are being patient, and we are waiting to see where we actually want to buy, because we know, and my husband he's a teacher. He's been a teacher for almost 20 years in August, and he's a realtor as well. So we know that where we live is very, very overpriced. But y'all, people pay the money to live over here, and the schools are great. So I mean, you pay for where you live. So that's that. Okay. So rent is $1,805. All right, and then let me get out my sheet here so that I could do this with you guys. Okay, so rent is $18.05. So we have tithes, we have rent, then we have our car insurance. I'm gonna put Allstate. And let's see, 416. I'm gonna put budget for 410. And I think the actual is actually, okay, here we go. It's actually 408.54. Okay, then we have rental insurance. And y'all, there was somebody's in the shower. You heard that background noise. They're out now. I think it's my daughter. So budget, I put $25, but the actual is $27.70. Okay, his truck note. I put 416. I messed that up. I'm gonna do that. 416. So it's actually, I put 460, and I'm just gonna keep it 460. I think it's like 459 and some change. And then we're gonna put, but this is, nope, that's not. This is automatic, because he set that up on automatic. So cheer, on the 15th of every month, and it is $350. That's my daughter's cheer tuition every month, and this is a C for check. I can set it up automatically. Well, my card is on file. However, if she uses my card, there's a 3% fee, and I'm not giving them almost $10 when I can write a check, right? Okay. All right, so we have cheer. This hasn't posted yet, but I'm budgeting for it so that way I know I can't spend that money, okay? All right, and then our life insurance. This is auto. It comes out on the 16th, and I put budget 103. It's actually 102.08 or something like that. I'm gonna keep it at 103 just for estimation purposes, okay? And then let me make sure tithes, rent, auto, rental insurance, truck, cheer, life insurance. Okay, so we've got this was what, Directv. So Directv, and that was due on the 15th. It was like $194.75, I think, but I'm just gonna put $195. So that was our last payment for Directv. We switched from Directv to Spectrum. I don't know how good that was, because we've only been with them for a couple of months. I mean, they do have some channels. They have like MeTV, Hallmark drama, Hallmark movies and mysteries. That Directv didn't have, but I don't know. I think we moved or switched more or less for the internet, because I do so much on YouTube and Instagram, and the kids are virtual, that And they're on their computers and they're on their electronics all the time. So we switched, but we still have our home phone through AT&T and our cell phones. Okay, so Directv $195. That's the last payment. And then we have Capital One. This is my credit card. And it was actually due on the 14th. I paid it on the 14th, but I'm just gonna put 414. And I budgeted for 200. An actual 200. It was like 123 or something like that. I gotta get this paid down, y'all. I had this paid down, but with traveling for cheer and everything like that, I use it, so I gotta get it paid down. So that's that one. Then I have another Capital One, and it's due on the 16th, but I paid it on the 15th, and I budgeted for $200. And the actual that I paid was 200. And then, let's see. Is that everything that I paid with his check? Now, let's calculate this, all right? Let's just calculate what I think that's all that I have. Let me make sure, y'all. Tides, rent, Allstate, truck, cheer, life insurance, Directv, cap. Okay, so let's total this. And I'm going to do the actual column. $5, 200, 200. Okay, so that leaves us at $41.69 and 26. Okay, I said we had 6 cents left over, so $41.69.20. Is that right? $8? So leftovers is $8.11. Now, I don't typically stuff envelopes or sinking funds with his check. So I just pay the bills and that's it. Okay. So we're not doing any envelopes. Excuse me. We're not doing any sinking funds, any extra debt, extra savings. Okay. This is basically just so that, we have a running balance or a running total to know what we're paying with my husband's check. All right. So that's his check. Now, let's put this back in my planner. Okay. And y'all, let me just say, if you don't know, this is the Happy Planner Girls Just Want to Have Fun's budget planner from, I think it released maybe last year, the year before last, but I like it. I like the colors. Now I like the pastel colors. Okay. I like this. I did order another one because it's undated. I also ordered the new one that just released a few months ago. I think it's a dated one, but I ordered it. Yeah, I mean, to me, you can never have too many budget planners, especially if it's undated. All right, and then when I got this, I wasn't using it extensively as I am now. So, but I do like it. So that's all for Dion's paycheck, okay? I'm still waiting on, I paid the rent early this morning, so by Monday that should come out. I should have paid it yesterday, but I just forgot. It's not due until the 1st through the 3rd anyway, so we're like, 15, 16, 17 days early. And then his truck note hasn't come out yet, so I got to have him to check on that and then make sure we're good on that. Okay, so now my Paycheck. So my check, I budgeted for $700, but it was actually $727.25. Yeah, I get paid weekly, and I also have money coming out of my check even before I see it. Okay, that's why it is so low. Okay, now let me just tell y'all. So I think I have $125 going to our credit union, $75 for $75 each pay period, just for like a savings account. So that's $300 a month. Let me make sure. 75 times 4. Yep. So that's $300 a month that we're saving. Plus my husband's $200. So that's $500 that we're already saving a month that we don't even see, right? Because it gets pulled out direct deposit. When we are paid our paycheck, it comes out. It's withdrawn automatically and transferred. Okay. And then I have $25 each week going to Christmas Club. And then I also just started $25 a week coming out for Vacation Club. So that's total $150. I also have coming out of my check, I pay coming out 401k. I pay all of the insurance. We have is it HSA this year? No, it's HRA this year. And then my flexible spending account. So all of that comes out of my check. So it's not actually this low. It's just we have things already in place for retirement and insurance. So that's what you see here. So if I'm not able to stuff as much in my sinking funds or cash envelopes, we're already saving on the side also. Okay. So for my check, off top, tithes and offering. So out of this $727.25, which was deposited this morning into my account, I pulled out 10%. So 10% of $727.25 is 70. I just rounded up to $73. Okay. Then I added $5 extra for an offering. So we pay tithes and offering. I make sure that we pay the tithes, and then I add, I'll make it a roundabout figure to like the next 5 or the next 10's place. So I budgeted for 73. I actually paid 78. Simply Gilded, my Simply Gilded subscription comes out on the 17th. I budgeted for 45. I actually looked it up for last month, but y'all, this changed this year. It's $48.72. I said previously or earlier that I was thinking about canceling this subscription. Y'all, this is $50 a month. So 50 times 12, that's $600. So I don't know if I want to keep spending $50 a month on this subscription. And y'all, it's like, why I have washi coming out of my ears. I mean, it's very cute stuff, but I just don't know. So I'm still toying with this decision. And then we have Wix. We have a 501c3 that my husband and my daughter started back, I think in maybe 2014, 2015. It's called Project Spin, and Spin stands for Serving People in Need. My oldest daughter, she is a helper, a giver, right? Because she's in college. She's a biology major, but she wants to be a doctor. So she likes to give back. So she wanted a way to help people, right? And so my husband was like, he's the same way. He was a biology major in college. So they both had the same idea. So he just said, why not create a nonprofit where we can potentially get more funds, this and that, whatever. We're recognized by the state. And so that's what this Wix is about. Wix is, I think it's where you build websites. And so to have that website is costing us $23.81 a month. All right. So the 78, 48, 72, and 2381 total to be 150 and 53 cents. Which the 150 and 53 cents from the 727.25 left 577.02, and that's what I'm going to be stuffing in the next video. Okay, and then you'll see here's the breakdown. Here I have groceries, gas, miscellaneous, and eat out. So those total to be 210, which 210 from the 577.02 gave us 367.02. Carry that over here to sinking funds, and then here are my sinking funds that I'm going to be adding, or that I'm going to be stuffing. So we have anniversary 10, birthdays 10, 52-week challenge $42 because y'all I was behind, so I have to catch up. Car maintenance, debt, summit, emergency fund, household, mom, and Ryder, my puppy, which is $367. So we have 2 cents left. And the extra debt, I do pay extra debt towards my Capital One, but I didn't even notate it down. Just put all electronic. And then extra savings, the cashless savings and the credit union, it's all electronic. But here's the breakdown here, the total income minus columns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But we only have 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And here's more. The cash breakdown envelope. Here's the cash breakdown envelope. It's everything that, let me open this up. This is everything that was on the previous page. Here and here, I took the cash envelopes and added the sinking funds, and then I just put them here because they're all envelopes. And then it just shows the breakdown and then the cash breakdown, okay? And this helps a lot, y'all. So when I go to the bank, I've already filled this out. If you can see this, I've already filled out my cash totals, the amount to be withdrawn, the quantity of the bills, and then the total value of the bills. So that way, when I go, I just give it to her and she just pulls the money out. All I have to say is, can you give me some crisp bills, please? And that's that. And the tellers love when you go to the bank and you're already prepared. Okay, and y'all, so this is it. And here my money thoughts. I said this week is tight again, but we were able to knock out rent early in the month for the next month and not have to use 2 of my paychecks to cover it. Budgeting is hard, but it's worth it. We have a ways to go still, but I'm down for the challenge, or up for the challenge. Then I just did a little prayer. Thank you, Jesus, for a profession, for my husband and myself to be able to have a steady income and to be able to pay our bills. And I just signed it, Rochelle. And so, y'all, that is it for this budget with me. I know I had already had my totals and everything put down, but I just didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to come on here and show y'all how I budget his check plus my check, a 2-income household with 5 kids, and we got a lot going on. We have a lot going on. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Playing with Rochelle. And thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.